Hi there! Today we're teaching you a few ways to cleanse yourself and your space. So first things first, cleansing energy means realigning energy. It means bringing things into a state that feels more loving for you. So that's what we are tackling here today. Sometimes it just means moving stagnant energy. So the first thing is setting your intention. Set the intention that you want to cleanse your space or to cleanse yourself. So you might do that, for example, through an affirmation. You can choose to do that through an invocation or whatever seems the easiest for you. And you can call also beings to assist you with that, like archangels, your higher self, ascended masters, maybe invoking your own power. Yes, one very common one is Archangel Michael. So you might invoke him and actually invoke him. You can say, there is like an alchemic saying that we learned from Pamela Aaralyn, I feel like. That is, I think it goes like, I invoke the I am in me to connect with the essence of Archangel Michael, and you invoke or the Ascended Master Jesus, whatever works for you, so they can actually empower you, so you can feel like you can do it. Yeah, and you can also use elements like ether, air, water, fire, light. Yes, and those are the tips and the guidelines that we're going to give you today is according to these elements. So we're kind of teaching you how to alchemically cleanse yourself, and you see that you are probably already doing it or you've already seen it somewhere else. The first tip we have is to use sound, which is the element of ether. So you can use singing bowls, tuning forks, frequencies such as 341 hertz or 432 hertz. Your favorite uplifting songs. Tip number 2 is using the elements of light and earth, which can be represented in salt lamps or selenite lamps. And you can leave them in common spaces of your house or leave them by your bedside. They can be very helpful. Tip number 3 is using candles, burning candles, which is using the element of fire. For this thing specifically, we recommend using black or white candles. Tip number 4 is using the element of earth by putting plants on your house. And some very specific ones that we recommend are snake plant, lavender, rosemary, peppermint. There are many, many ones, so whatever really calls to you. The 5th tip is to use water. So get a small fountain on your desk or drink a lot of water. Charge and bless your water before you drink it or use it to cook. You can also take a shower with essential oils, sea salt or Himalayan salt and Epsom salt, and you can use these essential oils and salt to also clean your house. And you might also want to use a smudging spray. So you can create your own. You can find it to buy in some stores, and they all work very well with the element of water. Tip number 6 is to use crystals, which combines the elements of earth, water, ether, and light. So place these crystals in the places where you spend the most time in your house or your office or places like that, or the places where you have the most interaction with other people, even if it is electronic communication with other people. Some of the best crystals to use are selenite with black tourmaline to wear as jewelry or on your bedroom. Amethyst, red jasper, black tourmaline as well, black obsidian, black onyx are some of the great ones that you can use in the common areas of your house. I wouldn't advise using some of them in your room because they can disrupt your sleep. So for example, a red jasper, it really depends, of course. Some people can do that, but it can be it's an energizing kind of stone. Those are not good to sleep with. So these are ones that are very good to help cleanse the energy of the room and cleanse the energy of you, but I wouldn't sleep with them. Tip number 7 is smudging yourself or smudging your room. And we're going to explain how you do that, but let's talk a little bit about first the materials you can use to actually smudge yourself. So you can use a smudge stick, which is very common nowadays, with a sage stick, or there are so many out there. Some of them sage, rosemary, lavender, cedar, I'm reading it, and Palo Santo is a very, very, very good one, very powerful, very ancient tree. And you also have incense, which is super simple. You can just light the incense and do that, and you can also use essential oils. We're going to teach you how to actually smudge yourself and smudge your space. We have a sage stick here that we've already lit. So the first thing you should do is open your windows, okay? And be safe with how you're using fire. That's the first thing we should say. The next thing is light up the fire, and as this is catching on fire, set your intention. Look at the flames if the flames appear, or if not, just herbs catching on fire. One thing that I do sometimes is that I blow air on it and I make it, kind of alive again. So I reset my intention as I blow air into it. And you're using your breath, you're using your intention to do that. Next thing is when you're cleansing your space, walk with this. You can also invoke, as we said, Archangel Michael, your power, whatever you want to do, and walk to all directions as you are holding this intention and as you are like doing this. One thing that I personally do sometimes, I do a spiral because I have a connection with that. Sometimes I do a triangle in every corner of the room, I'll say. Sometimes, a light language symbol that comes to me. So just let yourself be free and have fun with this as well. And yeah, that's the, let's say, the thing. If you want to chant something as well, if we want to use various techniques at the same time, just again, be creative with this.
You could use a feather to help send the smoke above.
What people use too sometimes are those abalone stones. They are like a shell, and you can use this to kind of spread the energy, because what this does is that it helps shift the energy in the room. So as you are setting an intention, as you are literally speaking or thinking this intention, that's the intention that is going to be, let's say, stuck in the room instead of the old or quote unquote negative energy.
And to smudge yourself, you follow the same first steps as before and use your dominant hand to circle your auric field around over your head, under your feet, your hands, over your shoulders.
You can even collect it and send it to your heart, for example. If you're feeling like you need a throat cleansing or anything related to a specific chakra, you can send that renewed energy into your space, or you can simply just do that and do it under your feet as well, and then just know that it's done. That's what we have for you guys today. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like and comment below how you like this kind of video, and what other how to would you like us to explain to you guys. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.